Hello and welcome. It's me, Jenny, and it's been officially 3 days since I moved to Atlanta for my PhD. My family left yesterday and it's been lonely, but I've been looking forward. And one of those things that I want to do to continue looking forward rather than backwards is continue to plan what I want my life to look like in Atlanta. I think for me, this opportunity serves as a real blank slate. I did move from Arkansas to Boston for undergrad, or Arkansas to Wellesley, obviously. And I do consider that an opportunity for me to be a new person or improve and grow. But I wouldn't say it's necessarily the same blank slate that this opportunity might have. It's college, right? So you are being registered into this kind of structured system already. You're expected to take 4 or 5 classes. Food is provided to you, at least at Wellesley. Food is provided pretty much like buffet style. You take whatever you want, get whatever you want, pretty much whenever you want. And you're on campus. It obviously doesn't offer the same freedom of time that a graduate education might offer you. I won't be doing research this semester. I have decided to do that next semester to really focus on getting into schedule and setting these routines. I want to set myself up for success, so I don't want to go in too hard because then I'll probably be insecure and that imposter syndrome will be very triggered probably. It was also advice I got from a couple of different people, so I'm taking their advice on that. I guess the sub for research would be my NSF GRFP application, but that's only like 2 or 3 more months. I have something in my mouth. Oh, no I don't, I just bit my lip. Anyway, yeah, I'm just so excited to have this time. I feel like during undergrad I was so busy and it was hard for me to juggle everything. I worked like 400 different jobs. Okay, that's dramatic, but I am first gen low income. I paid for my own tuition. I was balancing research on top of extracurriculars, on top of class. It was, maybe it's your standard story, but I felt like it was a lot. And when I look back, I'm like, how the hell did you do all of that? One thing including working at Starbucks in the morning, like nearly every day for a time while balancing research and class. So I would be walking at like 3:30 a.m., getting there at like 4, and then we'd open at like 5. It was insane. And I was doing that in the winter. Yeah, so yeah, I'm super excited to be here and just focusing entirely on research and hopefully myself. I'm crossing my fingers. Today I am planning on doing and jumping into pretty much every aspect of my life. There are a lot of goals that I've thrown just kind of into the back of my mind because I needed to focus on school, research, applications, etc., moving, etc. So I'm ready to just pull that back out and explore all those and what they kind of mean to me again. I think one of my big goals today is to meal plan because I need to go grocery shopping. I think I want to do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll take you guys along. And really get my diet in check. I think food has always been something I struggled with, my relationship with food, and that's definitely something I want to work on this season of my life. Another thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately is my creative side. I used to be a creative child, believe it or not. Or I would think that I was. I like to say that I was, and I think my family would agree. I used to read and draw and just do a lot of different things. Like I made like Ariana Grande edits, like BTS edits. Like I was one of those kids. I wrote fan fiction on Wattpad. Yep. So I was creative, and I guess maybe because I love these people so much, but I want to kind of just feel that on my own again. Oh, my dad's calling. Sorry for that slight interruption. But yeah, I wanted to bring you guys along. I'm gonna type everything up and we'll discuss everything when I'm done brainstorming. I finally did my meal plan prepping for this week. It's my first time ever meal prepping, so I'm very nervous. I think I was able to form a somewhat cohesive set of recipes that share ingredients. So my recipe list ended up being about 1.5 page on the doc. I think I'll show it here, possibly. I'm pretty nervous because the grocery store is about a 12-minute walk from my place, and I don't know how I'll handle holding all the groceries. I think it'll be fine. Oh god. I had to take like a break every 2 seconds. But we did it. It was definitely character forming. I guess I'll do a haul while I unpack everything. I'm gonna clean out my fridge. That's actually weird. Leftovers from yesterday, fried catfish. It was kind of mid. Greek yogurt, I got some flavors. I think that's pretty much the only stuff I can clean out because the rest isn't mine, but we will make do. My arms are shaking so bad. We're gonna get started cooking dinner. I'm making a vodka pasta, except there's no vodka and there's gonna be no heavy cream. Instead, I'm gonna sub it for blended soaken tofu. I've never tried it before, so hopefully it works out because I don't have heavy cream as backup. Just like that, your hair split in a sense, so that it knocks me out. I didn't know then that you'd never be enough. So you had to trust me, saying that this is the best thing. Beautiful. Unflexible, so just tell me what you like. So instead of vodka today, we're using lime juice and apple juice. I didn't know you're supposed to store open soaken tofu in just water, and it looks kind of nasty. Anyway, Steven wants to make it together because he's actually gonna make it over where he is at right now, so I'm just gonna do some work while I wait for him and we'll get cooking. You're gonna yell it? Yeah. You sure that's what you said? I'm excited. Wait, did you get ground beef? Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, it's I love the smell of garlic. Wait. silken tofu. Trying kefir for the first time. Apparently they say to start with 1 tablespoon, so people are so dramatic. It's not even that bad. It's kind of good. Everyone online says to start with 1 tablespoon and slowly increase it. So we're doing that. See if I can not spill any today. And that should be enough. But yeah, according to the internet, taking it on an empty stomach in the morning is good. I haven't done all my research. Call me a freak, but I've been loving chili oil with my eggs. I guess it's not the lightest breakfast you'd have, but I don't believe in traditional breakfast foods. So for the rest of the day, I'm gonna go to the gym finally. I found this gym that apparently is a body positive gym. I've never heard of that concept. I'm super excited to check it out. And it's woman owned and it just looks beautiful and offers free yoga and dance classes. So literally perfect for me. Before I head out, I wanted to kind of check in with where I'm at in terms of the designing my life document. I've started with my overall mission, so kind of the goal I want to pursue while I'm here in Atlanta for me generally, and that's just growing however possible, becoming unapologetically me, which is so cringe, but I couldn't think of another way to say it, and confident in making this life mine. I feel like I used to be in a much better place in terms of confidence and self-esteem a long time ago, and I'm really trying to get back there. But I don't, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I've kind of realized I'll maybe never get back there. If anything, I'll be able to rise above that or kind of rise to it in a different way and just be a different person with that, with those experiences that I have. And so I thought about how I'd like my daily routine to look. And so that looks like mornings. I would like to journal when I can. I hear that it's good to journal in the mornings because it's kind of your brain dump for the day and can help you clear your mind up. So that's one thing I want to practice more. And then waking up early for better alone time. So that kind of goes hand in hand with journaling. I think if I wake up alone or wake up early, it's quiet outside, right? So, I mean, it's already quiet here, but you know what I mean. And another thing that goes with that is meditating. I would like to do this in the mornings as well, just to get clear-headed and maybe reset from the prior day, but I'd be open to moving either of these kind of journaling or meditating habits to my night routine. This all is very flexible. It's kind of just like a dreaming big, I guess. And I do want some sort of movement in my life every day. I'm trying to live a more active lifestyle. So do one intentional active thing every day. So that counts as like going to the gym, maybe doing some cardio, etc. Doing abs if I can't make it to the gym. And if I'm walking, which I'm gonna be walking everywhere, it has to be intentional. So I have to be going out and being like, I'm gonna walk right now for like 30 minutes and just listen to my podcast or something. In terms of food, I wanna start making food at home and make that the default. I think if you knew me back then or for the past however many years, I eat out a lot, and that kind of became my personality, unfortunately, my identity. Nothing wrong with it. I do stand by food being a very great social tool and being kind of a bonding agent between people, in my opinion. So I'm trying to limit the eating out, but I don't want to let that interfere with my social life or exploring Atlanta kind of ordeals. So limit eating out otherwise. So next was the nighttime routine. So I want to start stretching every day because I'm realizing last year I had this big realization of how big my traps are. I think they might be getting better. I might be delusional. It's not like I've been measuring it or anything, but I realized how tight they are, and then I realized how bad my posture kind of is with my rounded shoulders, and these are all things you can avoid with stretching. And on top of that, I took a Pilates class at Wellesley last year, and she talked a bunch about mobility because she was actually a PT, and I became very interested in that. I'm hypermobile apparently, so I think maintaining mobility but being safe with it is going to be very important for me and how I age. I kind of want to be that person who's old but still able to do active things. I think most people want to do that, but you know. And then doing something creative if possible. So this would be another way of me being able to unwind. I brought a bunch of my arts and crafts, so like my acrylic paints, I brought my clay, the glaze, all that. So something to just do with my hands. I also have my iPad. So those are just some of the daily routines that I want to implement. And then I go into some specifics a little below. So like movements, trying to live actively, like I said before. So I want to start doing different forms of cardio. I started doing this in Arkansas for a little bit, like maybe that last month. And I started running, spinning, and doing Stairmaster kind of. And I found that I didn't dread cardio as much because I was switching it up. And for me, this is great because not only am I moving my body in different ways and being active in different ways, but I'm getting that cardio and enjoying it, which is insane because I'm not a cardio person. I think a couple years ago, one of my mottos was, I'm never gonna let discomfort or anything stop me. I'm not gonna let fear control me, anything like that. So as soon as I thought something like, oh, I don't want to, I would force myself to do it. It was so bad. So it had me doing stuff like running at like 5 a.m. or just doing like stairs and then doing 12 through 30 and then doing abs. Like it was insane. So, but I never felt better about myself and I never looked better in my opinion. So I really want to get back to that place. And I just feel like with that kind of mindset that you're building, you can attack anything and feel like you can attack anything. And with that, you feel like you're on top of the world. I want to try to do one new thing, activity, person, or place every week. And now that I'm reading that, it sounds kind of odd that I'm saying doing a new person. But I mean just like interacting with one new thing, activity, person, or place every week. I think that's a better way to word it. Exploring Atlanta, obviously. So far, I freaking love it here. It's green everywhere. It's so beautiful. And the weather is so much better than Arkansas. It's still very hot and like a wet hot sometimes. But I prefer that much, much more because it makes my hair and skin look better. And then also in Arkansas, it was so dry that my eczema flared up. I think that's why I was getting that eczema face flare up if you watched my last video. So yeah, it's gone. You probably can't tell from here, but I feel great. It's amazing. Also, Atlanta just seems so lively. With the 3 places I've been to, everyone is so fit, so athletic, seems ambitious, and happy to be here. That's super exciting. And I want to be there. I want to be social and be hanging out with these people too. And trying random things, finding new favorite places, that all comes with exploring Atlanta. And meeting people I wouldn't normally meet. By that, I think I mean like not just stay in my school circle. If I develop a school circle, trying my best to go out of my way and meet people outside of that. And then letting myself be a beginner. So this means like if I want to try a new yoga class, I'll go to that yoga class, a new Pilates class, Legree. I really want to try everything. And unfortunately, I think my fear of looking stupid in classes has stopped me in the past. And I don't want that to be something now because I'm 20, I'm young. This is when I should be failing. This is when people expect me to be failing, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then another point I want to do is learning to enjoy my own company. I do think I enjoy my own company enough already, but I don't think I do it intentionally, if that makes sense. So I want to do one solo date or adventure every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on how busy my schedule is. And obviously I'm trying to prioritize these new experiences and also meeting new people. So however that balance ends up looking. This could look like coffee shop dates, museums, farmers markets, movies. I could do a lot alone. Yeah, also depends on the time of day. Like I'm not gonna be going out in the city alone in the dark. Sundays will be my reset and planning day. Every Sunday, I'm gonna do a lot of things. I need to meal plan, so that's kind of what I did earlier. Go grocery shopping, which I hope won't take, oh sorry, it's the eggs coming up, which I hope won't take as long as it did yesterday. Like maybe I'm just a noob and didn't really know where I was going because it's my first time ever in a Publix, but yeah, grocery shopping, looking at the upcoming week, kind of planning how that's gonna go, planning my workouts around my actual schedule. But I am planning on having a regular schedule, so I think that should be like sorted out eventually. Picking my creative thing, picking my new thing. I do think these are all things I could do like on the fly, but if I have the time on Sunday, you know. See what's happening socially, that's a big one. Again, looking at Eventbrite, all that. Considering a solo adventure for that week, if I had time, make space for rest. But basically, all in all, I want to ask myself throughout, like, what would make this week feel exciting? Every day, I'm gonna be asking myself, am I building a life that feels more and more like mine? So I kind of just want to make this life not feel like something that I have to live, but something that I get to live. And first, that's a mindset, but second, I think that can come through the way you plan your life and intentionally go out and share your life with others. And so I have a bunch of fun goals. So these are just like side quests, I think, on top of that. I want to develop my Substack. I love reading other people's work. It's so fun. And I've been writing a little bit of my own, and I feel great after writing. It's amazing. But I am not confident enough to actually post it yet. I think that's something I want to work on because I just think it's amazing to have a personal little blog there and make it your own. So that's one thing. And then I want to YouTube more consistently and authentically. By authentically, I guess I mean like, I don't want to be curating to what might be the best thing for the algorithm at the moment. I kind of just want to be making my own thing, doing my own thing, and if people enjoy it, people enjoy it, you know? So that's one thing. And then I want to become a matcha connoisseur. I don't know if I mentioned it. I ordered my matcha. It should be coming in on the 19th. Unfortunately, delayed by a whole week, but maybe that's good, getting this matcha detox before I start. I have like all the tools already. I just needed the whisk and all that. I also got a scale, so I'm super excited about that because then maybe my matchas will turn out better since I can actually measure and copy people's measurements. But instead of just copying people's recipes, I also want to experiment with my own flavors. So with syrups, foams, all that. I'm not really a foam person, but I would love to experiment with the different flavors because I don't know, well, how many times I'm gonna say I don't know if I talked about it. It is one of my big dreams to own my own cafe one day. That's kind of like a way far down. It's not a priority. Yeah, I don't know. I love the barista life and I would love to make that my forever life. And then I want to become a bomb cook and baker. You saw me cook pasta earlier. It came out okay. I might be hard on myself. My roommate kind of hinted at that because she ate some. She enjoyed it, but I don't know. Like we just met. Maybe she's being too nice. I've made better vodka pasta, but then again, I changed two major things in that dish, which was the noodle being a chickpea base and then the sauce being a tofu base. Pretty cool though, and pretty easy way to get all your protein in. Very, very easy. Love that. And I did not feel sick after, so this is good. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, try new foods, cuisines, rotations. I'm just really excited to explore the recipe space and getting my hands on that. And then reading for fun, I've talked about it. I started reading like Pachinko, like The Vegetarian, etc. Alondra got me this beautiful book, Tuesdays with Maury, which I started reading. I'm only like 30 pages or so in, and it's really cute so far. I did not know it was based in Boston, so it's even more fun to like kind of imagine where they are and like, it's like, oh my God, this sounds like talk from college. Something that made me sad is I didn't realize it's a memoir, so it's like for real, and it is very sad in that way. Yeah, but I'm super excited to keep reading this. Next book, I think I want to read Cersei. I just watched The Odyssey a couple weeks ago, and I want to hear her story. I'm excited to do that. And here in Atlanta, they have a bunch of like silent reading book clubs, kind of like at these cafes. So I want to go there, bring my book, and just kind of, then I can meet people, like 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm very excited about this. I love reading. So that, and again, just finding my people. So creating that community for myself. One thing I totally didn't mention is that I want to keep in touch with my old friends as well. That's something really important to me. I'm a notably terrible texter and keeper-upper, if that's a word, and I want to fix that. So I need to start intentionally setting time aside to talk to people that I still love and care about so much and respond to texts, unfortunately. I am kind of just gonna wait till I get a feel of my schedule at school to finalize that, but definitely there is gonna be a block in there, definitely. No, but yeah, I'm super excited to get this journey started and just bring you guys along. I think recording this journey will keep me accountable too. So call me out if you see me not following this for real.